The question still remains, when you did a home raid and you saw 1,000 bottles of oil, why didn't you take them the same day? It seems as if there are diversions in every time there is an election. 1 Corinthians 14 verse number 10. There are, it may be, so many kinds of voices in the world, and none of them is without signification. In other words, if you hear somebody beating a drum, to you is a beat, to a demon is a signal.
Wow.
When you worship in church, what do you think is happening? They are better signals to angels. They know when to attack. They know when to retreat. They know when to stop. It's a signal. Now that means it is possible to sing a song and say some few things that demons will take as something else. Let me deal with this. 120 victims of P. Diddy. And in the day that they thought of opening the case, 3,000 calls reached the attorney, who is representing the victims. 3,000, each with their own story to tell.
One vision.
Own vision. And out of the 120, one 9-year-old. Now, I'm not here to bash the victims and stuff like that, or the people who say they are victims, or to say he is good. I'm dealing with eschatology. I'm looking at him, looking at what you're not looking at while we're doing this. Here we go. P. Diddy was arrested in 2024, right? This is the year.
Yes, sir.
2024.
Yes, sir.
But years prior to that, this is what he's saying. I run this city, send the cops, the DA, the feds to come get me. If you look at what he's wearing jersey number 24. The year 2024. Isn't it amazing how the same person who wrote these words is the same person who did the documentary?
Same person.
Prior to him being arrested, the man is called 50 Cent. Imagine writing the words for a singer that will turn out to be prophetic. And then before he gets arrested, you start creating a documentary. I want you to understand these are the ends of the world, number one.
Yes.
Number two, it seems as if there are diversions in every time there is an election, there is a diversion. May I just jog your memory a little bit?
Yes, sir.
George Floyd, arrested a few months before election, killed a few months before election, Black Lives Matter a few months before election, R. Kelly 2019, 2020 election cycle, they'd already arrested your black person. George Floyd, they are looking for everything to have a diversion. Bill Cosby, 2016 election cycle, they arrested 2015. So you have something to talk about right now. Every blog, everyone, including me the preacher, we are talking about P. Diddy. Nobody's forgetting that Kamala Harris is moving around telling people you can't shout the name of Jesus here. It's not the real place. When it comes to P. Diddy, when? 2023. Then 2024, they put him in jail. I can keep going back and keep going back, and there is a black hero, or rather a black entity, or rather a black celebrity. In this case, this is not a hero. You might say, okay, prophet, maybe this is too much racism, let me deal with it. You have now. You know Playboy? Exactly. If you go to 1976, Brooke Shields, 9-year-old, they filmed her naked.
9-year-old.
9-year-old.
Wow.
Put her in a magazine. Listen, this is not behind the scenes. Put her in a magazine, naked.
Public platform.
Public platform. Sondra Theodore, 19 years, put in orgies, sexual orgies by Hugh Hefner. He did not get jailed. 1958, We have Elizabeth Ann Roberts, 16-year-old. Different locations. Why is it that these people never get arrested? Could it be the skin is more favorable?
Might be.
Why is Weinstein out of jail now? They say it's a legal technical issue, so they made a mistake in law, so they had to get him out. Yet you can see Michelle Obama saying this man is a good man. You can see Oprah saying this man is a good man, and he happens to carry a certain skin that is brilliant for their narrative. And black people are known for digging our own people, creating monsters out of our own people. I am by no means saying this is not a monster we are dealing with now. Hear the words of Hugh Hefner's son. Some may not approve of the life of my dad, which is Hugh Hefner, the life my dad chose, but my father was not a liar. However unconventional he was, sincere in his approach, and lived honestly. Honestly in sin. He was generous in nature, cared deeply for people. This is where it goes haywire. I don't want to deal with this thing here now. Here we go. These salacious stories are a case study of regret becoming revenge. My question is, if you were not shipped by force, why were you going to P. Diddy's house? But they know exactly the time to arrest the guy. When elections are there.
Right time.
Because right now she's facing a lot. Because Trump is really they are neck to neck right now, as I'm telling you now. Now, fighting for the black vote, as they always do. They put us on different plantation every election time. Now imagine, we are being side-stepped, so to speak. They put it aside in a place and they say, now stay here, don't go anywhere. But what has happened to Hugh Hefner? Why did they arrest Hugh Hefner? Why is Harvey Weinstein out of jail? And why is somebody writing something for somebody to sing? Let me show you something.
Got so many spots, I don't even buy luggage. You love it, make moves major. Hide out in Asia.
Hide out where? Asia. Hide out in Asia. Look at what happened to Russell Simmons. He's in Asia. He ran away. Wow. Russell Simmons shocked to be served lawsuit while he's in Bali. Went to Asia. Russell Simmons accused of sexual assault. Jets off to extradition free Bali. Why is he going there? Because America has no extradition treaty with Bali. So if somebody commits a crime, they can go to Bali, stay there, America can bring them back.
They can be taken from there.
Now my question then is, when Diddy knew it, why did he not run? What does he have on him, or rather with him, that makes people shake about arresting him? Let me show you something.
Nothing to do with Diddy, but that may be an impossible task.
But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
It would seem like people have incriminating videos they're taking at Diddy's parties that could ruin the lives of other celebrities.
People already contacting people. Do you have that video? Please, I need to buy it off you so that it doesn't come online. So if people are running away with evidence, let me show you Brooke Shields before you go any further, because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, all right, but P. Diddy is different from you, Hefner. There, that's a 10-year-old there. But when that photo was taken, of course we had to cover it. When that photo was taken, she was 9 years old. There. Wow. This man did not get arrested. P. Diddy is arrested. And the black community, sometimes we are so blind that we don't see racism when we see it. It's so open, the devil is no longer hiding. Now, just a few days after Diddy's case came out. So many CEOs resigned. Of course, you know that. But there are two people that left the country. Let's put one photo of people there so that they see. Yes. And he actually filmed their whole live party of P. Diddy. Where people's hairs were getting bent. At one time he was trying to sit on a bed and P. Diddy says, no, stand up. You don't know the crazy things that happened here. You don't want to sit in there. We don't know whether he filmed it live, so we see there was nothing happening, or they were trying to cover up, put another one. This one has even photos as a young man. Look at him. This, when he was young, Leonardo, take a prayer. He decided to take a vacation.
Yeah.
Because you want to kind of go out there and try to figure out what to do with this thing. I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
Yes,
All these seconds you think it's for kids to enjoy. I wasn't meant for that. Originates from Roman poet Uebert, who stated that the Roman government used this method to win votes by popularity. Bread and circus refers to the strategy of giving citizens what they want to distract citizens from what is going on in the government economy. All these sports arenas, amphitheaters, were to divert attention of the masses.
Diversion.
Why is it that we find people like Melissa Mobeck of No More saying it this way? You Hefner's whole life was a life of sex slavery. Imagine, sex slavery. And it at the highest cost. Never arrested. Is R. Kelly not in jail? I don't know, maybe it's a 16-year-old, I don't know the actual age. Maybe it's 16-year-old. You have a 9-year-old. Walking. Nobody says nothing. If you ask me, I don't think P. Diddy should go to jail. No, I don't think so. Anyone who sleeps with a 9-year-old, a 3-year-old, they should be taken and their genitalia cut off. And let them move around. 5-year-old, 3-year-old, what do you feel there? What are you, what is it? Your mind should be upside down somewhere. What you think is happening has nothing to do with these men. Diversion. The black vote is what they are fighting for. And diversion is the order of the day. No matter you like it or not, this is the truth. We're dropping the truth like it's hot.